Hello everyone and welcome to this YouTube channel. My name is Shekina Chokufila. I'm happy again to have you here. So I'm going to respond to one of the questions I've received just recently last week, okay, to be more precise. I published the video you are seeing on my screen 5 months ago. It was in June, I think, and we are going to 6 months now, right? So I published this video to show how to deploy Turborepo project on Google Cloud Run, because at the time I didn't find any video that explaining that concept, and I was really looking a way to deploy my Turborepo application on Google Cloud Run, because I was just finding solution that's showing how to deploy Turborepo project on Vercel, but I was not looking to move from Google Cloud Run to Vercel, right? So I recorded this video and I showed that on my YouTube channel. So I get last week a question for Bosco Domingo. I think that I've correctly pronounced your name. Sorry if I misspelled something, right? So he said that the issue is this setup will deploy every app on every push to main, regardless of what apps have actually changed. This is not scalable whatever, unfortunately. So it's right about his concern or his preoccupation, right? So because in my video, if you watch this video, you will notice something. I was deploying everything when they detect that on main something was deployed. So I can get back into the code here, right? So, and you can see it. Let me just change the project and I will show you easily what I mean about that. Let me just change. It was which project again? So let me just show you that on the video. I'm going just to mute the video just to avoid any. Okay, let me just expand the video, right? So here we are going to watch the trigger I put on my Google Cloud Run. Okay, so here on the Google Cloud build, yeah, I was just okay. Yeah, I was creating my my cloud build, right? And I was explaining how you can do that on your side. I'm not going to get back into this video again. So if you want to see it, I will do my best to share with you a link that will get you to this video, and this video will just link to the video I'm showing you currently, right? So if you're watching this specific part, and when I was just creating a trigger for the docs, I was creating something when my doc hub will be deployed on main, instantly everything will be deployed here on Google Cloud. So here was the configuration, and let's just see what I was saying at the time, right? So I don't know if you are hearing me. Let me just continue with the image. So it was looking to this particular project, and by the way, this project is available on GitHub, and you can get that on GitHub, right? So if you follow this link, and I would share also the link on the description of this video. So, and in the comment section also, I will do my best to share the link to this GitHub account, and you will have also the same project, and you can have a look on that, right? Okay, let's continue. And here I precise that every time that we'll put something on main, you should trigger some change for this application, and you are going to deploy that on Google Cloud Run, right? So it was right by saying that everything will be deployed directly, because our docs application and web application was deploying anytime that it would get something changed on this main branch. So one of the things that you can do to make a better way of understanding which application should be deployed when you have some change is just to change which branch should be the trigger. Your branch should be more specified. Okay, maybe you can call it main docs or main web. It will depend on you. And when you specify which which branch will be the branch that will make the deployment directly, that will become more simple, right? So it will become more simple way of doing things. So here the simple way of changing things is just changing the trigger by directly specifying which branch should change, uh, we should trigger your change, right, and deploy everything on Google Cloud Run. Okay, that was just the answer I tried to give to this question, because I promised to record a video and that will come this week. Okay, I'm going to publish this video. If not today, it will be tomorrow, I think. If not tomorrow, before Sunday, and late Sunday, it will be the last day I will publish this video on this YouTube channel, just to give you more information about this. Okay, so if you want to know which application should be triggered, right, and to be published when you change something about web or docs, you should just give more information about which branch should be listened, right? And your team will organize the way we are building stuff, right? And when something will be pushed in that branch, directly your project will deploy the project on Google Cloud Run. Okay, and you can watch my entire video just to understand how you can link your GitHub organization with Google Cloud Run or with your personal account, just to be able to deploy things very easily to Google Cloud Run and things like that. Okay, and there are also some projects, some open source projects I selected just to give you more information about how other teams organize themselves to deploy the project, and they are using Turborepo, because Turborepo is used by some of the company, great company, right? And they are open sourced, and you can just also take some inspiration from them, and you can just do things like they are doing, right? And you can listen, you can follow them on X, formerly Twitter, and other places, and you can also watch the project, by the way, and see how they do things, and you can repeat that on your side, and you can just implement the way of organizing stuff, right? So the first project here, I'm not going to use my GitHub account currently, because this account I'm not connected here. So you can see the first one is call.com. I think that's some people know that here, know that. Oh, and those who don't know that what is call.com, it's just a Calendly alternative. It's just an application that helps to schedule different appointments with people, right? And they are using Turborepo, as you can see here. That's Turbo.json, and yeah, you can see some stuff they are putting in the Turbo.json, and the way they are they are classifying things, right? And you can see that is the Turborepo project, and they have different branches, right? And I think that they use that to handle the different deployment. Okay, and you can just take a close look at what they are doing, right? And you can do that on your side. And the second project that I selected for you, it's Superbase. Most of people are using Superbase maybe for database and in your project and different things you are doing. And Superbase also are using Turborepo configuration just to ship their different projects, right, on the web, and they have different apps here. I didn't show you the apps here. Let me just also go to cap. So this, and if you go to apps, you have different apps. You have the AI, the launch, the call.com, right? I just get back to call.com. They have the API, the platform, Storybook, Swagger, and web. Different things are here. And also Superbase have has different things here: database new, uh, docs, studio, and ww. I think that this is the web way of saying, this is just the name to describe the web project. Okay, and you can have a close look on these two projects and to copy the organization and the way they build stuff, right? Okay, so I hope that my answer was very clear about the question of Bosco Domingo about how we could um, make this more scalable, right? And that is the way we can handle things. And this is the answer also. I think also Benny Hami NB KIC, I think. I don't know. Sorry if I misspelled something. That is the answer to the question I go to this video, right? If you have other questions about my previous videos recording this YouTube channel, don't hesitate to leave your comment in this comment section below, and I will do the same, and I will answer your question directly from another video. Thank you very much, and you can also recommend me other videos into the comment section, the things that you try to learn and maybe it's difficult on your side, and if I have any knowledge about that, I will share what I know, and if I don't know something, we are going to learn that together through a video. And thank you very much for being here, and hope that you find this video helpful. And if you find it helpful, don't forget to like the video, to share with your community, and to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you are not subscribed yet. So we have this small YouTube channel that is growing. We have 55 subscribers currently, right? And we want to grow. Don't forget to subscribe and to like the video. That will help YouTube algorithm to share our video to other people. Thank you very much, and hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.